I got asked the other day, is Great Machete Straight Sword still good? Let's find out. Now, this is a build that I'll talk a lot about because I've covered it a couple of times, but first let's just have a quick proof of concept. Nope, don't want to be trading with that. You do not have the high primal. Ooh, nice roll catch, and it combos into the L2. Yeah, it's alright. Alright guys, not going to waste too much time with going through build stuff. I'll link that below. Oh, this guy really wants to go for me. God, just lost my train of thought there. Yeah, greatsword poise on a halberd. Halberd moveset, pretty slow, very easy to avoid. Can, on a good connection, just be run in the circle and backstab pretty easily on the first R1. Yeah, I'll link the build below. I'm not going to waste your time with that because I haven't put anything up in a little while, so I'm not going to be going through all the stats and stuff. Ow. Owie. I've got a little bit more poise than I need, but it's so that I can always trade with great swords, and at 100% poise health I can get through some ultras and stuff. So yeah, two-hand great swords can't be parried. Great machetes. A lot of people seem to forget this. Oh, I don't know why he was one-handing that. See, I'm a big fan of using weapons to cover weaknesses. Now, this might sound hypocritical, because the reason I say certain weapons like great hammers, ultra great swords and stuff are kind of bad for 1v1 is, by themselves, they're not good. But when you pair it with something fast, like a straight sword, a dagger, etc., they can be quite usable. So it is a bit hypocritical for me to then say that I actually consider great axes way better because of how good they are in the left hand. And that's because something like Yorms and the Great Machete actually are slightly longer in the left hand, and they have a really good stun. So it's like they're designed to be paired with something like a shield or a crossbow. Now, for people who are wondering about this, this was something that was first done in... Oh, goodness. Good old poise. Yeah, this build was... Well, not this specific build, but the whole offhand Yorms. The first time I saw that was near launch in one of the first few tournaments that KH Tonight did, which was by a guy called Legends of Evil. And he was absolutely fantastic. He had a longsword right hand, and then in his left hand he had Yorms. So he was using poise. He had minimum armor, because this was before the poise updates. He only needed one poise to be able to poise for everything. And yeah, he did absolutely fantastic with it, and because shields weren't that popular back at the launch, then yeah, it was doing freaking great. Sorry, I almost lost my thought there. That guy, the most obvious parry setup I have ever seen in the world. Takes a parry shield out, uses Ashen Esters. I just run at him and backstab him. That was so easy. Ooh, no, don't want to trade there. That's one of the good things about this. Oh, this guy's going for a two-handed Yorms. Yeah, now, two-handed Great Machetes and Yorms don't two-hit combo, which is weird unless you roll catch. If you hit someone rolling, it will combo for 2 hits. So, you've also got to remember that... Oh, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, in one hand, you have the same poise health, but less poise damage. So you can have to maybe two-hand sometimes. So this guy is one-handed because he wants to parry me. You can see that. Let's see what he's going to do. And what's really good is because you have the straight sword, you can just get some really good walking pressure. You can just keep on them, keep on them, keep on them, and if they do something silly, you can go for the straight sword, or if you want to trade, you can go for the big one. And the straight sword on the right hand, as you can see, I've got the quicker backstab animation. It's just too slow on the Great Machete. And what's really good about having this kind of poise is something like the halberd there, the split leaf, it can almost one-shot you if it lands an R1. But the good thing is you just have such good poise health, and it's fairly quick. The startup's not amazing. Like, someone spamming a curve sword, you're going to have to be very careful when you trade with that. But with something like this, you can really just get in their face and just let them hit you if you go for the trade. Like, I have no fear about getting smacked by this guy. Oh, my spacing was bad. But, yeah, so I'm going to keep on him. Go for the roll catch. Ah, my running was bad. I could have run around that, but I ran back and I ran it into the path of the hitbox. That was bad. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, you can really keep on them, go for the pressure. They don't know if you're going to go for the quick here or if they're going to go for the really big poise here. As you can see, I'm also using the little left-hand case trick gimmick there. And because I'm switching from the caseless to the Yorms, then I can go straight into my combos because I don't have two-hand. It's much quicker than someone who's using a curve sword to do that, actually. Yeah, spears, you have to be careful. They are quite fast. As you can see, I put that into my two-hand to go with the trade on the old hyper armor there. And the running attack. See, that's the best time to get people, is if you can trade with those running attacks. As always, you can see that I've got the Star Confused, and this is to deal with stuff like Black Knight Shield, because without it, there is really, really no good way for you to pressure people. Like, yes, you can try and hit their shield. Oh! Okay, let's see if you'd parry this. He tried to parry. I thought he was going to roll. That's weird. Does he not? Oh, he thinks you can parry it. That's... Ah, poor guy. GG. See, and what's really good is a lot of other poise weapons like curved greatswords and stuff, it just absolutely demolishes them. And if you play it right against something like an ultra greatsword, you're fast enough to punish them, so you don't even really need to worry about trading them. So you want to set your trade cap around the 42 poise mark. So that means you can always trade with everything that something like a greatsword does, and it gives you a little bit more poise to deal with ultras and stuff. If you need any more than that, then you'd have to change the build a little bit. Like I said, I'll put the build in the description below. I'm using 27 strength, 30 for the Infant Faith for the Dark Infusion. The rest is pretty much all of it. Prisoner's Chain, so I can, you know, save points. Oh. What's good is it's because you can get those two hits with the one-handed. Sometimes you'll just trade with stuff that you'll take the damage and you'll just keep up on them. Of course, when you're a little bit low on health, you can't keep this playstyle up. But the fact that you got the straight sword, you can catch people who are trying to roll around you. People who just try to walk up like that. Like, you just don't panic roll and you just smack them in their face. One of the ones you have to be careful about is really, really reactive players. People who like to play really defensively, keep away from you. That's where you're going to be focusing most on your straight sword. When people are aggressive, that's where obviously the Great Machete comes into play. But when they're not, then you can use your other little tricks. Like you can use the Perseverance trick. You can be using a straight sword for that. I was actually trying to hit him with the cases, but it wasn't doing too well. But look how quickly I can get the poise back up. Ow. See, katanas can be annoying because their running attacks are pretty hard to punish with this setup because obviously you don't have a shield. Speaking of which, you can actually self-swap some stuff, but I'll talk more about that later. But here, again, he's going with the Ultra. I can split between... Oh, I actually managed to get some hit there, but okay. Wow, I haven't seen one of those in forever. Unfortunately, they have less poise than regular halberds, which is lame. Like, I really do like the Dragon Slayer Spear. It's a shame they got so done over by the poise change. Like, there's so many good tools that make such a good build of it as well. Like, you got like your lightning arrow, project heal. You've got some other little things, but it just it's Sacred Charm Philonor as well, so you can get a regen build going. But yeah, they got screwed by the poise change. So again, L1's bad. Good trades. Also, the spacing on this, the reach of them is really nice. Like, it's not as good as like single Yorms, but I'm just worried about shields. If you know you're not going to be firing shields, definitely go with left-hand Yorms on a strength build. Okay, this is the build that's going to be quite annoying. It's like runaway spell builds. Actually, no, I think he's mostly the Scythe build, actually. I thought he was going to just start running away and spamming spells and stuff. But, yeah, that's something that could be a little bit difficult to chase down with this. Because obviously, it's just like the same with a curve, so I don't have a crossbow on this build, but I could obviously swap out the Great Machete for a crossbow at any time. I love fighting Scar people. See, a lot of people seem to still think Black Serpent is like meta level. It's one of the worst pyromancies. Like, it's really good at casual play, but once you learn that you can actually just walk around it, like I could be in a menu and he could start the cast and I could still punish it. Like, it's so easy to play around Black Serpent. Okay, so we've got ourselves Reactive Greatsword. See, that's smart. That's how you want to play a Greatsword. A Greatsword is a defensive weapon. It's not an aggressive weapon. There aren't really many ways you can pressure. Like, there in smaller sort of environments, it can be quite good. Oh, and he's got some good poise. Man, he took that on the chin. Obviously, I'm doing less poise damage because it's one-handed. And if I two-hand this, one of the weaknesses, again, I can't two-hit combo. And you have to be very careful. People can roll straight at you, even on the first R1. If they get the distance to be perfect as they come out of the roll to just be behind you and they're unlocked, they will almost always get a backstab. So you have to be very, very careful with your spacing. Yeah, I'm using the poise here because I want to use more of my straight sword. Oh, like that there. I rolled immediately because I thought he was going for the backstab, which was how he managed to get a very easy roll catch on me. Yeah, this is actually the second time I fought this guy. I'm actually going to be moving something. Alright, so spell build. This, he's playing a melee spell build, so, panic rolls. Roll catches? Ooh, went for the trades. Okay, no, the whole trailer before I was going to talk about big spell builds being difficult, that just went out. Nice parry. Yeah, I like being able to two-hand this to be unparryable. It's nice, like, especially if you're not ready to set up for the backstab. Oh, why is he trying to parry still? Oh, roll catches. I've been watching me some Fogel. Actually, I'll speak a little bit about Fogel in the next one. See, one of my favourite little mini uploaders, who's not really a sort of tuber, but he's more of just a PvPer, is he uses main hand Yorms on a strength build, and he offhands an S-stock. An S-stock, if you poke them with the left hand, will combo into the Yorms hit in the right hand. Just the same as on this build, a left hand straight sword will always combo into the Yorms. I think right hand longsword combos into the Great Machete, but it did earlier when I roll caught that guy, but I don't know if that was the roll call itself. You know, often I don't try to combo it that way, but I'm pretty sure you could. But either way, yeah, he's really fun to fight. Like, he knows how to use that rapier and that Yorms together. Okay, so my boy here is using an ultra. I have to be careful that I don't get launched by that. But he's so slow, everything he does is going to be very easy to punish. See, one of the biggest weaknesses of all Ultra Greatswords is they have no real way to be aggressive, and even defensively, they're just a little bit too slow. Like there, I panic rolled trying to get away from a backstab. He obviously didn't go for the backstab, and he roll called me, which was, again, that's my mistake there. But the actual thing here is he can't really do anything to be aggressive against me. Like, yeah, he can go from roll pokes, but if I space that correctly, I can very easily punish that or backstab it. He's trying to throw in a parry shield because he's trying to bait me in, but it's just not going to work. And even here, he's going for that launch thing, just run, backstab. Everything he does is very easy to punish. Like, yeah, there's just no way he can really bring it to me. Okay, so this guy thinks he's going to parry. Oh my god, what an idiot. That's so dumb. How does he not know that you can't parry it at this point? Like, obviously, he set up a little trolley build with no armor to fast roll, and he's going to parry me, then swap to a big weapon to Hornet Ring. But, jeez. So, people on Reddit legitimately still think this is OP. Like, I know a lot of times, to avoid naming individuals, I'll just use, like, groupings. I'll say Reddit says this, or GameFAQs says this, which, of course, when you have idiots that I'm talking about on these things, some people get mad because they don't consider themselves into that group of idiots, but at the same time, they still consider themselves sexually as identifying as a GamesFAQer or a Redditor. So when you insult one, they feel like they're being personally insulted, which is probably what causes a lot of the old issues I had with some people in certain communities. But yeah, onto this weapon. Everything it does is very easy to punish. There is no way he can ever engage me in 1v1. So we have ourselves a less efficient Dark Infused Claymore, but he's got some Pyromancies. Honestly, Demon Scar or even just a Dark Infused Longsword is way better than using this, because to two-hand it to get the poise, he's not going to be able to do it that well. He's not going to have the stats for the poise. All of his spell options, very easy to play around here. He can't really combo them with like you could with a straight sword, because a straight sword the R1 will combo into a Black Flame with Parting Flame, which will do big damage. But here, there's not much he can do. Everything he does is very linear, very predictable. If he tries to engage me with the two-hand, I'll outpoise him with the Orms. If he tries to use the spells on one hand, I'll outspeed him with the straight sword. There's really nothing he can do. Oh, didn't combo. That's probably connection related. I think he might be Japanese, but yeah. GG. Here we go. Okay, Spellboy. Not a big fan of using the Moonlight Greatsword there. I actually really like Moonlight Greatsword as just a greatsword, so a build dedicated to just that, not spells. But here, he's going to be very... Oh, laggy. But no, he's going to be difficult to chase, because what I have to do is I have to chase and not let him set up spells, which means I end up walking into his R1s, which is one of the good things about spell builds, is they're designed for people who just want to run away. It's not really an engaging playstyle. Oh, get roll call. Ah, I didn't get it twice. Okay, Ultra Greatsword. probably got some spells. Oh, he has no armor. He only needs 6 poise to tank my straight sword, but yeah, I don't know what he's expecting to be able to do against me here. Like, yeah, roll into me, R1 spam. Woo! This boy has been running for so long. It's like crossbows are super popular all of a sudden. And he's using the exact same build that Neville uses. GG. Dancer's set and an ultra greatsword. That's weird. Why does he have so little armor? Ooh. Walked into the slam. Yeah, that's one of the good things about great axes. Like I said, the slam, it can make it really hard to space and punish the L1. Oh, GG. That's speed. Ooh, someone's trying to challenge himself. He's using just the monastery scimitar. Now, technically, it should be in his favor, but see, upon a night curve, so that would have hit me, and that I wouldn't have got the hyper armor off. Woo. So this is the exact reason why I'm dark confused here. Is shields, shield. So look, chip damage. He was just trying to block me. He took nearly 400 damage on the shield. Should have rolled. I went for a straight sword hit after landing that. Like, you can hit the weapon art and then roll it. I was just not paying attention. Oh, he keeps taking on the shield again. 400 there. You want to take one of the big hits? Yeah, he's trying to backstab me. That's no. Ooh, not a good trade. Oh, very good trade, actually. I thought taking that weapon art was a bad idea, but overall, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, get poked. Oh, get roll call. Oh, let's trade. I should have gone for the parry, but that's fine. Oh, it's like Dark Souls 1 poison here. Every time I see... Oh, wow. I was talking earlier about how easy this can be to backstab if you get the roll timings right. There it is. Yeah, okay, so katanas, there is no point ever to really two-hand it. It's better with a weapon art shield because obviously it's longer one-handed than it is two-handed, and there's no difference in speed, and the damage, because they're mostly all dex build, is pretty much non-existent. Like, it's not different at all. Oh, he was doing so well. He got that backstab, and that jewel went downhill. Oh, now that greatsword there that he's got there, Twin Prince's greatsword, if it had more damage, honestly, I reckon that would have been the best greatsword for the physical ones, because the weapon art on that is beautiful. The only real downside is literally just the damage. But if you're good with greatswords, it's still worth using. Another mon. Is that the same? Oh, the same monastery scimitar guy from earlier. Ow. Oh yeah, just roll around me. That's fine. I've got a straight sword. Oh! Oh, that was good. That was good. I liked it. But yeah, that's what I was saying. I like the Great Machete. It's pretty good. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. I've been chasing this guy for nearly 2 minutes now. If he doesn't actually start engaging me, I might swap it up. Come on. Finally got a trade. Not a good one, though. You know what? Here's one of the best things about this build is you still have access to every goddamn shield. Boom. Like, just like that. Just swap straight to my old Black Knight shield and get dead. Haha, GG. Hey guys, just adding on a little bit of an outro for anyone that's stuck around. I haven't been uploading much because I've been very busy with some other stuff, and especially a little bit of free time's been going to Monster Hunter World. But if there's any content you want to see, any old weapons you want me to go back over, then let me know and I'll maybe give them a second glance. But anyway, till then, Revan out.